Hello, friends. Good afternoon. I'm Nancy Thompson with Create with Nancy, and it's time for some creative ink. I'm here today to share a fabulous card. It's time to get out the plaids. It is plaid weather here in central New York. So if you're joining in, come on in and say hello. Let me know if you're here and if you're new to my channel, where you're joining from. And say hello. So come on in. And again, I'm Nancy Thompson. Well, let's get rid of this screen here. There we go. So now you can see me. Again, I'm Nancy Thompson. It's one of those days. Mr. Cooper, our dog, has decided my husband took him out to go potty before he left, and he decides he wants to go on a little scenic tour of the property. So Jack was down checking on eggs for the chickens, and left him outside to his own devices. So, okay, you can't see me. Hopefully you can see me now, Shirley. I know. I'm just yakking away to a screen, right? Okay, so let me start over and we'll get this party started. So I'm Nancy Thompson. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Skaneateles, New York, and I love sharing creative ideas with you with paper crafting. I've been an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator almost 23 years. My Stampin' anniversary is next month in November, so I'm excited to celebrate that. And I just love sharing ideas with everybody. So if you're new to my channel, say hello, where you're from. And if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you can get the next video if you're watching on YouTube. So hi Sandy, welcome. Big Flats, I think that's maybe like Southern tier, right? And hi Betty and Colleen and Shirley. Welcome. I know, it's just a fun day. Okay, I took some me time and I got a really short haircut, a little shorter than I wanted to, or well, I meant to, because I agreed for them to cut that much off. But anyways, hi Donna, welcome. Okay, let's get started and let's get stamping because I have a really easy card today to share with you. So if you love fall, you're going to love this card. We are using the Fruitful Blessings stamp set. It's in our mini catalog, our 23 September through December 2023 mini catalog, and there is a set of dies that go with it, but I was being conservative and decided not to get the dies that went with this stamp set and just fussy cut because I don't mind fussy cutting. So anyway, so let's get started here. So here's that Fruitful Blessings stamp set. And who loves to fussy cut? Does anybody, or do you really hate it? Let me know in the comments, if you love to fussy cut or it's like on the bottom of your list. So we're also using, excuse me, the nested essential dies, and I'm using the second largest one right here because we're going to need a label for this card, and I love these. These are one of my favorites, and I've got this one. These shapes have two other sizes, but I must be using them on another project. So they've got nice, great, big, wide banners that are great to use. And I love the stitching. So it's I love dies. It just makes everything so easy to use. So, okay, so let's see this beautiful designer. Where are we getting the plaid from? This is the Tartan foil specialty designer paper. It's part of the online exclusives, and if you're looking for masculine paper, this is the package for you. We've got Pebbled Path, Lost Lagoon, and Copper Clay. I'm loving this. Okay, I'm finally reading your comments. I got to take a stop and look at them. Let's do a poll here. Thanks, Colleen. Sandy loves the fussy cut. Shirley doesn't mind. Colleen likes the fussy cut. And Donna, no fussy cutting for her. So then you're going to have to purchase the dies if you love this set. So, and just make sure, I want to hit this in a couple of times in case you're joining in. Today is free shipping on any orders, on any $75 or more orders. And if you have less than $75 and you want to do patio pickup, feel free to message me because I can still get you free shipping, okay? So, so talk about that. So, but message me soon by 6 p.m. tonight because I'm putting in another order by then, okay? Okay, so this is, and Donna, I think these are pears. To me, they look like pears because they've got that pear shape to them. And I think these are kind of like, I don't know, mums, chrysanthemums. They look like a nice, like, fall bouquet right there. And then, of course, you got the sprigs there. So, and great words in here, you know. I've used the hello friend on those little treats that I did. Okay, so the tartan paper, what I love about this, we got some nice solid, and it's specialty. It has like, I don't know, it has a gloss to it, a shine to it, and you can see the different plaid to it. But what I love is the back. So you've got like a little bit more muted type background, not, you know, because sometimes this is too intense, and this is glossy on the back side. So let's look at the back side of these others right here. This is the Pebble Path, and I'm pretty sure it's Lost Lagoon. Maybe it's Pretty Peacock. Hang on. Nope, it's Lost Lagoon. I just did a tutorial on this, and this is going to be in the next my next newsletter. So if you have not subscribed to my newsletter, make sure you go to, hopefully I didn't hit that again, createwithnancy.com and hit that subscribe button, okay? And this is where you can also use the host code for October if you plan to place an order. Okay, so, yeah, so I love this paper. So it's great if you're looking for masculine paper that's easy to use. So, okay, let's get on to our card making. We're going to pull, and also we're using some of the in color dots. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, in color dots. So it's our newest in colors right here. So we've got the Pebble Path, the Wild Wheat, the Moody Mauve, the Copper Clay, and the Boho Blue dots. And unfortunately, these are out of stock, but I think they're expected in really, really soon. Not too long, I believe. There's just so many dates to remember. Okay, Colleen, it was you that was asking for the pears or apples, so I'm pretty sure they're pears. Okay, hi Gail, welcome. Okay, so, and then we're also using some Stampin' Blends. How many of you have Stampin' Blends? I have tons, and I should be using them more, and I don't. Okay, so I've already, let me just see if I can zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see that a little bit better, okay? So I've already stamped some images on it, okay? And I've already fussy cut some images so you don't have to watch me fussy cut the whole thing. So let's start with the acorns first. And what I like to do when I'm playing around with colors is I like to just take a piece of scrap and put the colors on cardstock so I can kind of see what they look like, and I can see what ones I really want to pair up with. So I'm going to go, because I wasn't really happy with the dark crumb cake and light crumb cake together. And then you can see we've got some SU 400 and 600 colors. Those are ones that are, they come in a pack of 10, and there's like this graduation of browns. So I chose to go with bronze, which is another set too that's in our annual catalog. And you can find, let's go to the 23 to 24 annual catalog. And you'll find all your Stampin' Blends that are available for the colors on this bottom line. They come in a combo pack, so you get a light and a dark. They do not come in every single color, okay? And then here's where the bronze and ivory, they come together as a pack as well. But there's got to be, where's the other ones? Because I'm pretty sure those are still available. Otherwise, I wouldn't be using them. I'll have to look to see where they are in this catalog. Oh, they're right here, I believe. Yep, they're over here on page 136. They're called Natural Tone Stamping Blends. They've done them a little bit different. There's a deep, medium, medium light, and a light. So I guess I better update my blends with these because those must be older and I didn't realize it. So I apologize for that, but we're not going to use any of these. I decided not to. We're going to go with light crumb cake and bronze for our acorn. Okay. So I always personally, I love to use the bullet end, okay? Not the brush tip end. So this is the brush tip, so it really looks like a brush. This is so you can do like this with it, or you just need to make some etchings with it. I do not like to blend actually with it. I like to save that for the bullet tip, because if you overuse your brush tip, it gets it doesn't get that nice fine tip, so you can use it as a brush, okay? So you can get that fine line in there, okay? You barely just gotta touch it, all right? So it's really meant to highlight things, okay? So it's better if you use your bullet tip when you're blending. And that way you can put as much pressure as you want with your blending, okay? So we're gonna just blend the tops of our acorns with the bronze color, okay? And most of the time I like to go in a circular motion. And then we're gonna just, I always follow the etched lines on the stamped images to give that deep highlighted look. And then we'll go in with the light crumb cake and just blend these together. By doing the darker first, it just goes and makes the darker highlights a little bit softer, so it looks more natural, okay? At least that's the way I found I like to blend. So you can figure out your own style, okay? All right, so let's go on to, we're gonna pull in the dark old olive. So I'm following the veins of, and I'm just making it quick, okay? And easy here. I mean, you could really take your time and be more methodical about it, but this is just a simple and easy card. Okay, so we've got some veins in there, and then I've got 2 light old olives in here, just in case one dries out, because I don't use them enough. You need to really use your blends so they don't get dry, or they dry out and you haven't used them either. So I'm just going in that circular motion and just blending the 2 tones together. You can't be afraid of them, because all it is stamps, ink, and paper, right? So just get out there, and it takes practice to really get, if you want to be artistic about it, you just got to practice blending your colors and adding in a little bit, and then going back and adding in a little bit more. So I can't do a sunset or anything. So you can see the difference here. This needs a little bit more blending here. And there is a white color lifter too, that if you felt like you had, or you wanted to soften up an area, you could go in with a color lifter and the ink just kind of magically disappears. Okay, what do you think? Does that look good? Hi, Karen. Sorry from Iowa. You're no problem. Hello, Nancy from Iowa. Okay, gotcha. I was welcome. Okay, so that's our images that we're doing today. So I'll just briefly fussy cut a little bit, okay? So the trick to fussy cutting, so you're not scared of it, is you're moving your cardstock, not the scissors. The only thing you're doing with your scissors is squeezing them closed, okay? So open them up, go in and just start cutting and maneuvering that paper. Give it a little twirl and just slowly keep squeezing your scissors closed and maneuvering your cardstock around your images, okay? And I like to put a little bit of a white border around, but you could easily do this with the dies. I really thought I'd order the dies, but I guess I haven't. I think I was really trying to be economical with this mini catalog and do a little bit of fussy cutting instead. Okay, so you get the concept there, right? So you're going to just keep fussy cutting around, okay? Okay, so we've got our pine branches and that. And now we're going to pull in our nested label here, and we're going to use Grateful for You stamp, some Memento ink, and we're going to ink that up. And I already turned my ink or my block upside down, and I lined it up on my grid paper. And grid paper is awesome to have. I love it. Now these are the old Stamparatus papers here, but we do have grid paper that comes in larger. They're like 16 inches long. That's great for your tabletop, so you can keep your work surface cleaned. And it's also great to help line up your stamps. So I had looked at the line of that. I got to move it closer so I can see. And then the lines on the grid paper and try to get it straight. So now when I want to practice stamping, I'm looking at the edge of my block and the line on here, and I'm going to just stamp it. And I'm a little bit off, but I could just maybe compensate for that by just giving it a little bit oomph up to the top a little bit, and that looks better. Maybe a little bit more. But anyways, we're going to wing this, and let's get this. We're going to just kind of stamp in the middle and off to the right. Whoops, there we go. Okay, that looks great. So next we're going to add our acorns and leaves onto here. I think just I like to play around to see where I possibly need to put my adhesive, okay? So pretty much just like a small circle of it, okay? So let's add some here and a little bit there, the acorns, okay? And there we go, because we're going to add some dimensionals to this as well. Okay, so let's add in our acorns here, and I'm going to just put a little bit on the top. We're going to put these down here. Oh, I got a little bit there. We're going to just inch that up just a little bit because it slid down. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. Okay, so let's just kind of make these. I've got glue on my fingers, so they look like they're kind of paired together, right? Okay, so that looks pretty darn good. Let's give that just a minute to dry. We're going to set that aside, and let's put our card together, okay? So we're going to start with a piece of, so now we can zoom out a little bit more. Now we're done with that simple stuff. Here we go. So we're going to start with thick basic white cardstock, and I've already pre-scored it. And I like using thick basic. It just gives that little bit of extra structure to your card. Okay, and then here's our tartan plaid. I want to say tartan plaid, right? But it's not. It's just tartan foil specialty paper is what it's called. And then we have our copper clay cardstock. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I thought this was too much color, so that's why I went with the white. Do you think that side, or would you stick with this side? Let me know what you think, okay? And while you're thinking about that, we're going to, would you go with the white or the solid, okay? So I've cut some of the in color jute ribbon, okay? And there's three strands on this. And I find it's kind of thick and bulky, so I want to soften it up, okay? So I'm just going to untwirl it, all right? And I'm going to separate out one of the strands, okay? So that it's a little bit softer. So, okay, anybody got any comments about whether we should go with the white or the solid design? So you just slowly keep twirling and twisting this. You could kind of like twist it a little bit and pull it. I didn't do it ahead of time because I figured, you know, it'd be good for you guys to see this. All right, so actually I think we're gonna undo this one too, because I like the look of like it looks like two separate white, white, white. Okay, all right. We are gonna go with white. White is the winner. All right, so let's see here. Almost done. Okay, so I've got these unraveled, so we're going to just use 2 strands. You could go with all 3 if you want, but I'm going to just take and I'll put that other strand aside. And, well, first we got to layer this on. So let's layer this. Hi, Roberta. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so let's just do this. And I still haven't made it to your neck of the woods. Okay. All right, so we got 2 strands, and the way I figure this is I always like to leave like a bow and then a tail, okay? And that's where I start to wrap around, and I guess I can just center this. That would be okay too. We'll just kind of center this. And we're going to tie a bow here. I think the darker looks richer, more masculine. It does. Okay. Let's just tie a bow. This is easier to tie versus that thicker when it's all left together. I didn't tie it very tight. Hang on. I'm all thumbs today. Okay, that's better. Let's loosen this. Okay, we're going to leave the tails alone till I make sure I've got it where it needs to be. Okay, let's add this to our card base with some dimensionals, and then we'll add our label on. I love copper clay. And let's add some dimensionals on here. And this is why I put like these on first. So now I can add some dimensionals on here to help support these images that are hanging over the label. And let's see. You know, I've got some minis here somewheres. Let me grab some minis. I think I do. Here we go. Let's add some minis down here on these acorns. The bottoms, okay. Lots of dimensionals. Okay, I think that looks good. So let's put this on. See how quick this is going together? And just kind of think, and you can do this layout with so many stamp sets. So let's just center this because this is what you're starting with, okay? This is like a simple concept, is to create, just layer some designer paper on some cardstock, bump it up, and now you're going to create a focal point for the front of your card. And it makes it really, really easy. And it's just like keep once you kind of find a layout that you like, just keep one in your stash, and remember to just switch it out with either a different stamp set or designer paper or whatever it is that you need a card for any occasion. Okay, I think that's looking pretty darn good. So how long of a bow do we want? Let's just add. And I like how when it's 2 strands, you can kind of like separate your bow a little bit so it looks a little fuller. And let's just trim this. We can always trim it more. And then we're going to embellish it with some copper clay dots here. Okay, so these never get picked up with that, with the whatchamacallit, the take your pick tool. So let's just grab a piercer here to stick underneath there, and let's put a big one up there. Let's go with let's put this one up there, and then our little mini one, let's put that right about there. Okay, what do you think? Do you love it? Look at that. And then you can easily, I didn't cut cardstock for this, but let me show you my finished example. What I would do is, if you wanted to stamp on the inside, I highly recommend that you take and double layer up your cardstock. If you wanted to mat it, you can, or it would just be fine. So that way you don't see any bleeding like this on the back side of your card. Okay, so remember that little tip, that blends bleed through. And then the same with your envelope. Okay, always keep a scrap piece of cardstock on hand that you can take, and even if it's the paperboard backing that comes in our stamp sets, because you're going to want to take and slide in a piece of scrap and lay it so that way it doesn't bleed through to the back of your envelope as well. Okay, there you have it. I hope you love this, and it is time for some plaid weather, don't you think? So make sure you comment and give me some thumbs up. I have 2 cards that I'm going to mail out to somebody today. And I know I picked some numbers. So this is my 222nd episode. So it will be comment number 2er, and whoever was number 2 on, and number 22. Okay. So those are my comment winner numbers and hopefully I posted them last week. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and double check to see what I did last week. Anyways, okay, so you love it? Yes, I love it too. Thanks, Gail. It is a great stamp set. So remember, today is free shipping. Shipping ends at 11:59 p.m. tonight. So make sure you get your order in by then, because you'll save, like, depending on what area you're in. I know here in New York State, it's 8% for us. So at least save the free shipping. And if you have, your wish list is so big, there's also a great join special that's available until the end of October. It's 35% off the starter kit, or you can have a choice of 35% more in the starter kit and product. So if you would love to hear more about it, the joint special, I would love to talk with you about it. So, okay, everybody, thank you. I'm so glad you love the card. Yes, I love fall, because this is totally me here, is the fall. So, and come join me on Friday at 3 p.m. on YouTube only, because we have another fall card. We're going to do some, Not quite sure I can make it into a simple one sheet wonder, but I'm going to try. When I tried it last time, I wasn't happy with the results. So I'm going to try to showcase the card as a one sheet wonder. And if you don't know anything about a one sheet wonder, make sure you come back on Friday at 3 p.m. Oh, excuse me, or watch the replay, okay, and see what it's all about. So thanks so much, everybody. I so appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to sharing time with my Stamp Club members tomorrow. So, all right, thanks so much. Bye-bye.